Well, we have more Silvercase today, but not as much as I would have liked because I have something else that I need to do today that I haven't done yet. And that's kind of annoying, but it is how it is. The game might be really loud because I've messed with my volume and that's annoying, but yeah, let's see. Well, it seems fine. I will use the opening to estimate sound voluminous. And also its aesthetic, man. Yeah, it needs to be louder for you, but the same volume for me. This is not how I access this. I turn that down. Turn it up for you. Well, it'll probably be louder. I mean, like, what am I to do, huh? That's about as loud as it wants to be. Yeah, that should do it. The volume looks fine. The sound effects might be weirdly loud, but I can review that. Knew it. Turn that down a bit. Oh, that should be fine. It's not fine. Why is that opening such a different volume to the rest of it? Oh, there we go. This. Yes. Yume. Report number 1. You're just a reject. Have you ever felt like that before? I did. I used to work as a police reporter for a pretty good news agency. It'd be fine, it was probably good though. Some shit went down that's not worth explaining, and after a bunch of trouble, I quit. After quitting, I became a freelance writer. It probably doesn't sound so bad, but in reality, chasing after celebrity asses, sticking a tape recorder up against front door interphones, pretending to be a relative and getting someone's registry information. I was doing worthless stuff like that. But then one day, I received a work request by mail. Set a mark on Kamui Uehara and check out every single thing down to the hairs on his ass. That was the job. The guy who the media is now reporting on like crazy. The one they're calling the worst criminal of the century. That Kamui. What a mistake, right? Asking someone like me to do that job. Two parallel storylines. But with the payment, including in advance, being unbelievably good, and the fact that I was seeing triangles and circles due to being so shit-faced drunk at the time, I decided to take the job. I promised to investigate everything about Kamui's past and future, write up a report, and submit it. It was a really secretive, sketchy-ass deal. With the amount of money I was getting, I totally knew that it was a really dangerous job. That's how it started. This is my room. It's my workplace and also where I sleep and get up in the morning. The client who requested the Kamui job only wants me to submit my reports and keep contact via mail. The reason being, well, I have my suspicions. I wonder if I have any new mails. Let me check. Shige, from a friend. From Shige to Tokyo Morishima. 6th of April 1999. Been a while. How you been? I heard you quit the news agency. Now you're a reporter? You're pretty busy, huh? So how about it? 50,000 yen. How do I put it? It's like I can feel the flow of the times. Like, this year is the end of the millennium, right? So I thought I can't just leave things as they are. You could say it's time to liquidate, you know? When I remember all the jobs I've done, I think there's a lot of stuff I've forgotten. I want to get rid of all that and start the millennium nice and fresh. So how about it? Paying me back that 50,000 yen you borrowed now. We've got lots to talk about, so let's go have a nice long drink. Oh yeah, I'll give you my cell phone number. Call me if anything comes up. 10332 33234. Here you can not only read mails received, you can also send mail. The end of the millennium. That's not this year, it's next year. So that means I'll pay you back that 50,000 yen and clean things up nice and tidily next year. Sorry, don't mean to put you out. You're the same Shige as always. Glad to know you're my friend. Talk to you later. Looking forward to seeing you next year. Keep records of your own studies in the Morishima Memo diary. Sorry, Shige. To be honest, be it this year or next year or even next year, I don't plan on paying you back that money I borrowed. More importantly, I've been thinking that I really need to start rethinking our relationship, actually. So anyways, that's what's up. Don't keep sending me mails from that like now on. I don't care how cool and friendly you are, I'm gonna get pissed. Of course I am. But the truth is, even if I wanted to pay you back, I just don't have the money. I mean, with this Kamui stuff, it all goes well, I'll be coming into a good amount of money, so just keep patient until then. I mean, not only if all goes well, but still, and if it doesn't go well, well, I can think about that when it happens. Live in the now, you know, whatever the fuck that means. And sometimes you can even join chats. Basically, it's where I keep my true feelings and thoughts collected. Normally, once you read an important mail, you act immediately. For mail, you can always read it again later. It's sometimes good to take your time going over old mails and mails you haven't read yet. My partner is a turtle. His name is Red. He keeps silent, like an old fossil, but he's also delicate like a clock with its minute mechanisms. Minute mechanism? We've been living together for just over 2 years. Even though I had no money, I couldn't help myself and bought this Italian furniture. Here, there's all sorts of shit lying around. The only thing I really even use is the phone. Whatever. There's a Rolodeck. What else? Oh yeah. The world you can see from this window actually looks pretty nice. Oh yeah, the world. Oh, there it is. There's nothing really special to look at or anything. This park, but that's about it. Oh, this is that is to say, the guy called Tokyo Morishima's version of events in the Kamui case and related happenings in these scenarios. Basically, just think of it as a sample. The 24 wards has lots of guys just like me living here. I'm just one of a plethora of humans here. And by chance, I happen to get involved with Kamui Uehara. But like in a really weird way. How is it weird, you ask? Keep your pants on. We've got all the time we need, right? First, let me have a quick smoke, then we'll begin. The story. Ward 24, Area D4, Typhoon, home, April 7, 1999, Wednesday, Tokyo's room. 3:37 p.m. There's only one place I can go, to the computer. Today's word. A play is a world with its own inhabitants and its own laws and its values. Sarayan. Fiction within fiction. Weekly Love is the amazing world of carnivorous plants. Weekly Love is the amazing world of carnivorous plants is a male magazine that provides the latest news and unique information for fans of carnivorous plants all throughout the world. For more detailed articles, photos, and videos, check out the constantly updated The Amazing World of Carnivorous Plants website, http://www.syokutsuyokubutsu. The Winged Nepenthes. A vine-like perennial herb. The tips of its leaves have tendrils, which it uses to climb and to capture its prey. Its insect sac is about 12 centimeters long. Comes in varied shapes and colors, and there are 2 distinct shapes. There's just information on 70 species spread throughout Borneo and Sumatra and Malaysia and New Guinea and Eastern India and Sri Lanka and the Seychelles and Madagascar. Great. Topics. Reader opinions. Winged Nepenthes video. Red. Kamui. Yeah, it's definitely a fucked up job, right? But the client is Unohana. Yeah, a request from my asshole old boss Unohana. So of course the job is fucked up. But I'm dirt poor, so you know. Sorry, but I took the job. Window. I gotta clean this window more often. Well then. Yep, to it, Red. That wasn't the phone, was it? Memo. I skimmed over some info on Kamui online. Recently, I've been forgetting to watch TV or read the newspapers, so I don't really know shit about Kamui. It's hard to call myself a free reporter like this. Kamui's very existence has basically been almost totally covered up till recently, but now he's apparently the most badass criminal ever, and he got arrested and escaped from hospital and is now a serial killer. Yeah, great. Plus, he apparently killed 2 members of the security force and seriously injured 2 more, and that's why he's such a big deal now. The case in question. Kamui reappeared on March 27th, around midnight. A Special Forces unit, is this a green text? Began measures to capture him, but 2 people ended up getting killed. 2 people from Special Forces went after Kamui, but he put one of them in critical condition and disappeared into the darkness. That's about it. Even the sports papers had him in their headlines. After some time, the legendary criminal Kamui started up again in the HC unit's jurisdiction. How inflammatory and poetic. The identity of the female body found on March 28th still hasn't been publicized. This particular crime seemed to employ the same MO as Kamui's past crimes. Apart from this, he also killed his counselor when escaping from the mental hospital. 4 people in total. Kamui was deemed mentally incompetent to stand trial for his previous crimes. So are his recent crimes also the product of his fucked up brains? Or does he simply like to kill? People are getting boisterous about it. Talk shows have all been featuring these quacks spouting random bullshit. How shitty the world has become. Early morning. What? 5:39 a.m. Continued. I searched for info till morning, but I found almost nothing. Kamui's first crime For some reason, none of the details are available. Black boxed. Someone is using a lot of power to push this down. Who was the first person he ever killed, and how did he kill them? Interesting. Also about Kamui even further back in the day, all a mystery. What was he like as a kid? Who were his parents? Where is he from? It looks like no trustworthy info ever made it into the media. There are plenty of records pertaining to Kamui when he was still in hospital. When he was in hospital, it's all a bunch of bullshit about how he was a model patient. The only thing I've found is that when he was in the hospital, Kamui was totally broken down and was basically just an anemic bastard. Found this out from a tabloid last week. If I was going to cover the story, then first I should talk to someone who has gone up against Kamui and survived, like a soldier from the security force. But how can I get in touch with someone like that? How can I get in touch with someone like that? MK. Anyways, I'm pretty exhausted. What time is it? 5:40? A lot of time has gone by. You're red. The bat. What the hell, asleep? Gotta clean this window. Yep, to it, Red. If it'll work out. Erica, I guess. If I use her, then if need be, I can always use her as a shield, too. Pick up the phone. Yeah. The phone is ringing. Ringing. Oh. Urahara. Hey, Urahara. I remember you. You were like watching me to stream like ages ago. Hello again. This is the silver case. It's by the guy who made No More Heroes. It is confusing me, but I am enjoying it. Yes. Hi, it's me. It's Morishima. I got a favor to ask. I'm looking into the Kamui case, like, personally, and I was hoping you might have something interesting. Anything is fine. I just need something to help bulk up my report. Hey, you even listening? Hey! Oh, she hung up. She hung up on me. Call him again. Fuck. Bitch, hang up on me. What a shame. I guess I'll go and touch the computer again. I think it's good so far. A lot of words. A lot of words to read. It's basically just a book. And it was a great idea for me. I mean, it's actually a shitty idea, but it's the only choice I have for now. I need to keep in mind that that's how fucked up this situation is. She still works at the news agency. It'd be nice if I could use some of their info. I just need to put the moves on Erica. Put the moves on her? She'd cry if she heard me. Just nothing. Seems to lead anywhere. What am I gonna do? I guess I'm gonna wait until the doorbell goes. Shut up. Enough. Wee wee wee. Yeah. I know. Please. For real. Just get the fuck out of here. Oh. Someone unwanted is in the building. April 8th, 1999, Thursday, Tokyo's room. It could be Tokyo, because it's not like Tokyo. Tokyo. No clue. So, what are we doing here now? I need to touch computer. Got a bunch of mail. I guess we're reading this one. Mr. Genius Passionate Writer. Thanks for the nice morning coffee. Is that what you thought I'd say? The same as always, only ever think about yourself. Do you really understand what you're doing? Calling me up and talking to me like that? You must think I'm some cheap woman, right? I don't find that funny. Your phone calls are a nuisance. Destroyed. The 24 Wards Heinous Crimes Unit is in charge of the Kamui case. The HC unit is a group of specialists, so she told him it anyway. P.S. Specialists in violent and disturbing crimes. It's different from the more central related departments that always have mass media reporters hanging around in that it wouldn't be impossible to take advantage of cracks in their armor. If you're going to talk to them, you should probably talk to the detective named Kusabi. That's the connection between the two storylines. They are going to interweave. He's old school, very scary looking and self-made. I've met him before, and he's a rather talkative old man, but with regards to crucial and sensitive information, he definitely won't leak anything. 99% of the stuff about Kamui that's going on in the media is either just rumor or pure fantasy, but since big news agencies like mine, newspapers and TV news departments are getting all frantic about it, a lot of facts should come to light soon. So if you're planning on just writing a fabricated story, you're just going to end up screwing yourself over in the end. Also, I have no idea why you're sticking your nose into this stuff, and I don't care. But I will tell you that I'm not helping you for your sake, but out of my own curiosity. I've decided to let you show me what you've got. Whatever sort of media you're writing for, it's been 3 years since you've gotten involved with anything journalistic as a police reporter. To be honest, I've been reading the articles you've been writing for a while now. I mean, I've just been reading them because that's what I was handed at the hair salon, but still. Some actor brought up some female college student to a hotel and tied her up and did whatever. Sure, that's a big thing too. By the way, is your official title still police reporter? I don't know, Erica. News update. DNNet. 5027999 plan almost enacted emergency preparations undertaking for missing Kamui. It was discovered that this past March 27th, the military forces of Country A and Country B almost enacted joint military operations. The 5027999, maybe 5027? I like 527999. Created for the purpose of working out what to do in case of actual or threatened invasion by Country C. They just called A, B, and C. Okay. The suspect in the Kamui case is still at large. Chief Cabinet Secretary Kitajima made a strange announcement. We are undertaking the necessary emergency preparations. The population has nothing to fear or worry about. This is not what you say as a politician. You never say this as a politician. The population has nothing to fear or worry about. They have no idea where he is. Dream1999.exe is a virus. Please delete it. Details on how to delete it. Today's word. The wolf knows what the ill beast thinks. Bad person can easily find and identify another bad person. I'm gonna talk to the tortoise again. Turtle. Kusabi, huh? Weird ass name. You hungry? Want some shrimp? Want that white leg shrimp you like? The HC unit, huh? I need my old business cards. Oh, are we there now? He's using a pool. He's using his pool table as a desk. That's hilarious. Grabbed my old news agency business cards and headed to the HC unit. Met a detective named Kusabi. The old man reminds me of a truck driver. And now we're here. Heinous! The heinous zone. Ascend to 03:34 p.m. That detective, Kusabi, he still hasn't shown up. Been 30 fucking minutes already. Am I getting stood up? Hey, you're the guy I'm supposed to meet. I could tell by his eyes that from the get-go he had his doubts about me and was on the defensive. They say that it's a detective's job to doubt, and apparently they're right. I tried heading into the main topic directly, but this guy dodged it. Anything at all is fine, even just something small. I got no idea. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you shit anyway. That's rough. Okay, I'm just gonna ask frankly, but what exactly is Kamui's deal? Well, if I knew, I wouldn't be in a place like this now. I see. Kusabi? You're a veteran detective. You've probably got one or two reporters with whom you're familiar. But, you know, how about switching things up once in a while? You trying to get into my pants or something? Nice, I can tell how passionate you are. Okay then, so what the fuck is your deal then? That stuff about the news agency? That was bullshit, right? Why do you think so? Because you look pretty fucked up. Look in the goddamn mirror. You're close enough. I'm just a freelance writer. To be honest, I am pretty down on my luck, which is why I'm after info on Kamui. I wonder. You know, I don't dislike old school detective types like yourself. Bullshit. Well, anyway. If you think of anything, please call me anytime. Don't hesitate. Don't bother leaving your card, buddy. This is part of sales, you know. I'll be back. So I ended up being made to sit around wasting time with Kisabu. But this old guy should prove useful. It's more of a premonition than a hunch. But he'll be worth hanging on to. Next time, I'll bring him some donuts or something as a gift. A nice little present for the hard-working dicks in the HC, you know. Same day. 08:27 p.m. Home. To S. Inohana, the boss, doing it to death. Went to the HC unit. Apparently nobody knows anything about Kamui. Of course that's bullshit though. But we did come to an understanding. I should be able to visit again. Anyway, that's how it's going. Got any directions? Anyways, this should be enough for today. This job is more complicated than I thought. But the conditions aren't bad. Well, if they're gonna pay me that much money, I gotta try my best not to piss the guy off. For 9. His desk is a pool table, that's so cool. I remember in the main story when I was able to, you know, like move around and stuff. This is just email's game. Someone saw Kamui Uehara. Meet with them. Preparations for coverage have already been made. 4 p.m. on April 9th, 24 wards, Hachisukacho, Block 2, Cafe called Prussian. Your contact's name is Kaiji Enzawa. He'll be holding a job hunting paper. Hachisukacho. Witness. Reporting? This is Daedalus. Understood. We'll follow directions. The client is as impatient as always, I see. The best swimmers are oftenest drowned. Oftenest? Okay. Hachisukacho. 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 Yeah. Okay, got it. Same day. In the car. 02:49 p.m. En route. On the perfectly straight road. Block 2, I got it. Subject doing it to death. Dear league, ag, ag, oh no, I'm dead. True. Tea room, Prussian. Watch out, we've entered Swankland. It was a bit late, but the guy holding the job hunting paper still hadn't shown up. So it's time for me to take a seat. He's got a face sprite and a hand sprite. Prussian. The place wasn't clean like most coffee shops. It feels more like a bar. It wasn't bad. I desperately tried to hold back the impulse to have a drink. As I was chain smoking, the guy finally showed up. He was holding the job hunting paper. He was out of breath and looking at his eyes as he looked around the shop. He somehow didn't really look Japanese. No, that's not it. For an instant, he seemed to look down on everyone in the place with a real peculiar expression. He definitely didn't look like a trustworthy dude. That's the impression I got. Enzawa sat in the seat in front of me. Wish I could see him right now. His earlier expression had disappeared, and with an attitude that made it seem as though he was born with it, he ordered a coffee in a really respectful and almost self-depreciating way. He looked like your normal run-of-the-mill businessman in his 50s. He seemed so regular that I was sort of taken aback. I totally thought he was unemployed, but he said something about still being on the clock, and so he only had about 20 minutes to spare for me. That was totally fine for me, though, I thought. The geezer wiped away his sweat with a hand towel, and we started talking. This guy. You know, I saw Kamui. That's his voice now. Where? In this very neighborhood. You know the Babylon shopping center, right? Right next to there. About 5 days ago, maybe? He was walking. It's a real scoop. That's right, it's a scoop. I spoke to the police as well. How did Kamui look? He was by himself. He was just walking along normally. It was the middle of the night. I was working late that day and tried to get a taxi. What kind of guy was Kamui? That's all I want to know. Like how he looked? He was like a new moon. He looked like the moon. It's a weird simile, but that's how he looked to me. Yeah. Disappeared. He just faded. He's not there anymore. I don't get it. This is just me. Like, he looks like the moon. True. You don't get it? What is Kamui to you? Kamui possesses a terrible creative power. Don't you think so? With that creative power, he's able to distort everyday things. Did you know that? Most people known as geniuses are the same. The creative power of the genius holds the power to encroach upon reality. Cool. Meta point. This game has an opening, and the opening was like made by a character who exists in the game, or at least like the basis, like the random text shooting across the screen elements of it, which is delightful. And so, to me, the crimes he commits are a type of creative work, even his murders. What? You saying Kamui's an artist? He's just a criminal. What are you, one of his believers or something? Well, actually, I really don't like that way of putting it. You know, you're pretty rude. Why the fuck would you believe in Kamui? I just wanted to tell you what Kamui's like, as is. In the end, I sort of doubt whether Enzawa actually saw Kamui. So that asshole is just walking around freely, the world we live in. All these people who are somehow fucked up. Men, women, girls, boys, all over the place. Fuck Kamui's believers. Anyway, I might as well go check out Babylon. Red is almost out of food anyway. April 10th, Saturday. 06:07 p.m. Walking up the stairs. I never noticed the little glow on the movement points before. Okay, more email time. Death is a great leveler. Thanks, today's word. The woman at Babylon. A world yellow like pus. This headache just won't go away. Yeah, sometimes you just need to write poetry. I can still hear that voice. It won't go away. Something was wrong with me. That woman died, and then Kamui... I don't know. Yeah, in the previous chapter, because there are like two parallel storylines. In one of the previous chapter, in the other storyline, where you play as the actual police guys, I was there. I was at the Babylon shopping center, and there was a woman on the ceiling. Go away. Ha! Ha! Jackhammer. Jackhammer. Oh, I need that drink. Big bean. Drinking my big bean. Sir, you don't look like you got dumped by your girlfriend or something, huh? Spanish. If, in fact, that is the case, there's a bit of advice that we always give in times like this. I don't want to hear it. Oh, come on now. What? First, you buy a knife. A cheap one will do. One that fits well into the palm of your hand is best. Then you buy some wood. Wood? Yes. You can just get a random piece from a lumber dealer. The size doesn't really matter. About the size of a brick probably works best. Then you whittle away at the wood with the knife. With what? It'll calm you down. This will calm you down more than anything. This is something that people around the world have been doing for a long time. The Indians did. Same as when monks would carve statues of Buddha. You know those carved wood anteaters on people's mantles? The ones the Eskimos made, that's the same thing. Humans may have even begun using tools because of this. In order to calm themselves down, whittling something, or making something out of clay, were likely the first ways in which humans utilized their creative power. And so, of course, you can make some clay into a doll or bowl, or a pot or something too. A little golem or whatever. And so, when God was feeling a bit down, maybe he decided to cheer himself up and got some clay and created people. It's my theory, at least. Thank you, bartender. Just go ahead and try making some sort of tool, anything at all, with your own two hands. So I should try making something with my own two hands, huh? That's some laughable shit, man. April 11th. 02:42 p.m. You gonna play the walking into room cutscene again? Hooray! Hooray! Ugh. Okay, see ya. Inbox. Why do I have 5 viewers? That's like not a normal number of viewers. Kamui is back! Murder at Babylon Shopping Center. One dead Kamui back in hiding. Cool. At approximately 7 p.m. on April 10th, a young woman was discovered dead at the Babylon Shopping Center. The victim's chest had been hollowed out with a sharp blade, and the MO suggests that the killer was Kamui Uehara, who was in hiding after killing 4 people, including 2 members of the security force. The victim of the murder at the Babylon Shopping Center was 24 Wards resident Kei Nanami. He already disappeared. Although the Babylon Shopping Center was full of shoppers at the time of the murder, police have yet to find any witnesses who actually saw Kamui. Kamui. What's going on? Are you alive? So apparently you were there at Babylon. I rushed to the scene too. I was way later though. Then I heard that someone had been rescued by the HC unit. That did happen, and I tried going there as well. I got hold of Kusabi while trying to find out who it was, and that's when I found out it was you. You were in a coma, huh? I was really surprised. Having an ex-coworker die isn't exactly the greatest feeling, you know. In the end, it looks like you didn't die after all, though. Sorry, Then I heard that someone had been rescued, and I tried going there as well. It was you. That was... This guy is the guy I rescued. Maybe. 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 This game is... what's it? Really... I can't remember the word. Trippy. I'll call it trippy. That's absolutely not the best word. Not the word I should be using, but I can't remember the word that I should be using. I can find the word by typing in Pink Floyd into Wikipedia. Psychedelic. Something like that. The game just throws shit at walls. Because I'm pretty sure I pulled the guy out and then he had the evil criminal ghost in him and he started saying a bunch of stuff in all caps. And then he disappeared. Did you see something at Babylon? I've heard that Kamui is hiding out somewhere in the 24 wards and that's it. There are several suspicious stories flying around. Please respond when you see this. I think Kamui, when you go near him, it kind of makes you mad. It must. Even if you lean on a cane, don't lean on people. Kisabi? At Babylon, something happened to me. I fell into a coma. And then, Kisabi. Then. And then. That? Fuck. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Back to the offices. Oh 04:11 PM. That old man might know something, but still. He's making me wait again.
Hey. Sorry for the wait.
Hello.
How's it going?
Okay.
Good.
I want to thank you. It seems you took care of me.
Is that just thanks? Well, it's my job, you know.
What happened with Kamui?
I got nothing to talk about.
I just came to thank you. I didn't mean to try to grill you. So, you found Kamui?
So you do know what's up. Whatever, I'll tell you. We secured Kamui.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, really. We got him in custody right now. But he won't say shit. He's like a fucking mannequin. He doesn't say a goddamn thing.
Where did you...
This broad named Ayame was the key.
Ayame?
She was in a relationship with Kamui. He was in that broad's... what's it called again? Oh yeah, he was in her atelier. It was so simple.
I can't believe it.
Why not? You one of those dickheads who thought Kamui would never be caught?
Well, maybe. But why are you telling me this?
You said it yourself, remember? That thing about having a few reporters I'm familiar with? Actually, it's because I have a bunch of stuff I want to ask you about, too. Big Dick met with you at Babylon, right? You were all fucked up, so you might not remember.
Yeah, that was that guy. Big Dick?
It's a nickname I gave him. It's a pretty nice name, huh? Maybe you don't get it. Anyways, whatever. I'm going to Hot Spring with my woman tomorrow. Don't be sniffing around like a fucking dog too much, okay?
Oh, so this interaction took place before Kisabi went on break.
And don't go writing a bunch of bullshit about Kamui like it was leaked. Don't screw me over.
Seriously? What a surprise. Ah. What was that? Just now. It's me. Evil guy. I need to go to Typhoon immediately. Something weird is gonna happen. I can feel it. The cool music isn't playing. Something weird's gonna happen. Something is gonna make me scratch my head. Emails. Kamui was captured. If it's true, then it would have been about 20 hours after Babylon. I'll use this story. Maybe sell it to the news via Erica? That's impossible. Totally impossible. Either way, someone's gonna write about it. First, it's a hassle. More importantly, Babylon. What I saw that time, no, what I experienced, I can't get my head around it. Something happened at Babylon. That's probably also what Kusabi has a hunch about. Chat. Who is this Ayame broad? Did I meet her at Babylon? That's not it, but some sort of memory. There's something about her inside my brain. Get shit together, man. That night I was in the car and decided to go to Babylon to buy food for Red. Babylon is just a shopping center. It's no haunted mansion. Nothing was any different than usual inside. Anyway, Babylon. There might be something for me there. Yeah, you got, like, inhabited by the evil criminal ghost, like last time you were there. So hope it doesn't happen again. Oh yeah. I was driving just like this that one time. Then I met with Enzawa. True. And we're at Babylon. Yeah, and then I came here. After Enzawa and I split up, I realized that I was out of food for Red, and then I decided to stop by. Then, according to Kusabi, oh, I met with some guy named Leek, Teehee, and then I met that guy. Only him? No. Someone was right there with me. Who was it? Was that Leek? Who the hell is Leek? Fuck, I can't remember shit. Oh, okay. Placebo. That's why it's called Placebo. Placebo is the brand of cigarette he uses. I lost my lighter. Oh, fuck, man. Need a light? Who was that? That voice. I've heard it before. You? You may be just like me. No, that's not it. Someone, like, came inside my head. Hey. And then, hey. Listen. Just fucking remember. And then, fire. It lit up. Cool. I need to get back home. I met with a woman, then with that guy named Leek. Kamui. Did I not meet with Kamui? Kamui committed a crime at Babylon and was held down by the HC unit. Kamui was at the something atelier and he was arrested there. And then the girl named Ayame is the key. Something is about to connect, but I can't think. Maybe I'll take a little rest. It was Ayame who did the crime in the end, right? Hey. I said hey. Hey. Did you remember? I don't know why you were there, but I lit your cigarette for you, and just like I did now, right? I'm kind of slow, so maybe you didn't notice, but did you hear that? Help. My scream. Help. Hey. I wasn't like other women. I felt something similar in you. So it wasn't a coincidence. So, even so, what the hell is this? Fuck. Who does he think he is? Obviously he's the same. Fuck. Fuck. You saw, didn't you? It's already begun. I'm inside you. There's no going back now. The past is alive. Is this a dream? Or remember? First, I bought pet food, and then fire. Yeah, I went to smoke a cigarette, and then a woman appeared in front of me and lit my smoke. Then the woman was asking for help. No, it wasn't just one person asking for help. Then that woman showed up again. Help. That's what she was saying. To me? She said she wasn't like other women, and that's why she was asking me for help. Other women. I met with another woman too. And then... No. At that point I no longer had any idea what was going on. When I came to, a man was standing there. Is this Leek? At that moment, someone entered inside me. Inside me. Residual thoughts started talking to me. The woman with the cigarette. No, this was a different woman's voice. Right, her. Help. That's what she was saying. Over and over and over and over. When I heard that, I wasn't me anymore. And I realized something. The person she was asking for help wasn't me. And then Kusabi rescued me. Ugh. So, I didn't see Kamui with these eyes. Actually, he wasn't even at Babylon. But why? I met Kamui. Why? It's like spirit. Spirit of Kamui. Evil criminal spirit. Evil spirit. Don't know what it is about these evil spirits, but I hope to find out eventually. Getting the story from a different person's perspective will be invaluable, I'm sure. Licking stick. Looks like Kamui was captured. Got info from the HC unit. I still don't know exactly what happened, but it's pretty much certain, I guarantee it. But for now, Kamui has yet to say anything at all. Maybe he can't talk. That's all for now. Midnight. (1:02 a.m.) She's gonna start calling for help again. No? I just need to collect my thoughts. However I think about it, I just can't work out what happened at Babylon. But I know what happened. Instinctively, I do. And Zawa said Kamui was like a new moon. I saw Kamui, but in my head as a vision, in a hallucination. He looked like the swelling sun. Not the moon, a huge swollen sun, like a demon, or like a god. Why, the woman it must be, the consciousness of the almost dead, or possibly already dead, woman flowed into me. Then Kamui is... what? He was there, he was. Was he? Really? That's what's scary. I'm scared of Kamui right now. Erika, Ayame. I want you to look into the woman named Ayame. The woman who had a relationship with Kamui. You've got info, right? I especially want to know where Ayame's atelier is. If possible, her origins as well. Get a hold of me by mail or whatever when you got something. Ayame. And now it's April 12th. I didn't feed Red last possible interaction. Kind of makes me sad. I just went straight to the computer, I think. Red. Just the hell asleep. Fuck is this morning? No, just go back to the computer. Report immediately on what happened at the Babylon shopping center. So no reply to my mails? Anyway, at least I know that you're still alive. I faxed you a map for the request you had. The atelier is named Gladiolus. This Ayame woman is a relatively well-known artist among the underground culture. She made a lot of strange digital content. Her partner for that digital work was Kamui. It's been said that Kamui was the real artist and Ayame was just a simple programmer. The fact that these two formed a digital unit is not yet that well known to the public. So yeah, nice work on finding that out. But if you go to any random technotype club and listen to their wannabe artists and their rumors, everyone is talking about it still. By the way, you could at least tell me what exactly it is you're looking into. Or did you forget to at least thank me? If possible, I'd like to talk to you directly, but whatever, for now, I'll just leave you alone. Bad news travels fast. Gladiolus. What a weird ass name. Woo, we're gonna go. Road trip. B2 Work Center Gladiolus. Is Yume moon in Japanese? Let me check. It's dream in Japanese. Okay. So Kamui had a partner. What kind of woman is Ayame? What does she think of Kamui? After being in contact with him for so long, can she even still be normal? She's close enough with him to be his partner. Was she scared? Or was she angry? Or maybe something must have happened. She felt something. Typhoon. I live on the top floor of my weirdly shaped apartment block. Okay. Ayame wasn't at Gladiolus. There were only detectives there. Ayame has been taken into custody. I had some tabloid writer get hold of her registration documents and copy them for me, but even that gives me no hint about her history. Her place of origin had been written over numerous times and was finalized as unknown. It was basically just a waste of a piece of paper. More mysteries. This woman with no past is scary. What is Ayame? If I knew that, then I might figure out Kamui's deal. I also got some of the works they did together as digital partners. Just looked like a bunch of crazy bullshit to me, though. Another dead end. Thinking about Ayame, I remembered the women of Babylon. Why were the women afraid of Kamui? No, why were they filled with such emotion? No, wait. Was that really even fear? Were they not actually asking for help? From who? Me or Kamui, or maybe that guy I apparently met at Babylon. Link, was it? Or the guy from the HC unit. Those women are somehow involved with Ayame. There's something going on here. I got my hands on a photo, and Ayame is pretty beautiful. I'm not sure yet, but I feel like something is about to connect. Little Red. I forgot to talk to Red again. Out of sight. So you heard about the Babylon incident. You hear that I was there too? If so, this will go faster. I just happened to see a woman getting killed there. Just that. There's something from after Kamui's capture too. He was arrested at a woman's atelier. Her name is Ayame. She used to be Kamui's digital partner. Also, I'm interested in Ayame now. So that's it for now. Don't keep sending me annoying ass mails every 5 minutes. You fucking weird ass pervert. I'm not telling you shit yet. Ayame. I'll try checking her out a bit more. "10:47 a.m. Modicum of gameplay. A modicum of gameplay. Kamui has been arrested. It's gotten out, though. It was discovered that Kamui Uehara, who had been in hiding after killing 5 people, including 2 members of the security force, has already been arrested by the 24 Ward's Heinous Crimes Unit. Nothing is known about the time, date, or place he was arrested. Kamui is currently reported to be in an extreme comatose state and has not spoken a single time during interrogation. Love 1999.exe. These guys sure have a lot of shit to deal with. I went to the HC unit. With the big news, the media was pushing themselves in there like crazy, so I wasn't able to meet with Kasabi, but I spoke a bit with another detective called Nakatagawa. So thinking of Kasabi's position, I didn't use the name Ayame instead. Instead, I asked about the guy named Leek I supposedly met at Babylon, but this guy's apparently totally useless. I thought I might be able to ask this Leek guy about what happened to me in Babylon, but Nakatagawa looked at me funny, like he looked really sketchy. Apparently I'm considered to be a reporter Kasabi knows. That's helpful. I mean, I still use a fake news agency business card to get by reception, but still. So, anyway, I have nothing special to report today. I need a lead on Ayame. It's going to be hard to get in for the HC unit. The world has finally found out that Kamui had been arrested. The media's in a panic. I guess for today I'll just boil up some spaghetti and watch TV or something. Inbox. Think in the bathroom. The best place for contemplation is the restroom. Ah. Yeah. It's him. Zawa might be worth talking to. Tomorrow, I'll try to get him to talk. I think it's tomorrow. 11:22 a.m. All theory, dear friend, is grey, but the golden tree of life springs evergreen. Goethe. He's such a carnivorous plants fan. Venus flytrap up close. Like this, this has nothing to do with anything. He's just a fan of carnivorous plants. Good character development. The Venus flytrap is also called the Tipitawitchit. It grows naturally in the eastern parts of North Carolina and the humid coastal plains of South Carolina. I forgot where Venus flytraps came from. Carolina, yeah. Tipitawitchit. Shocking battle will be released on video. It's 2 hours 37. 23,000 yen. The Battle of Prong and Stinger between the Venus flytrap and honeybee that was released on the internet last year has been selected for a no-cut video release, full of scenes that you will have to see to believe. On sale from 5/17. 2 hours 37 minutes of a bee fighting a Venus flytrap. I think it's a modern classic. Trip to North Carolina. Reader opinions. Kimura. I also have a Nepenthe Zalata named Pen at home, but since I peeked on the secret of her insect sac, it's gotten a bit awkward, but I'm also very happy. I'm looking forward to more interesting articles. You're such a cool guy. I need to touch the phone. Zawa. What's his number? Yeah, it's me. And Zawa?
I'm rather busy right now.
No, that wasn't his voice. I want to ask you about some stuff. Like what? Put simply, you know that Ayame woman, right? Yes, I know her. Then I was hoping you'd tell me what you know. I'll compensate you, of course. Ayame, huh? Ayame. Now that you mention it, I just remembered that I wanted to meet with you. I'll be free around 5. Okay, got it. I'll meet you at Prussian again. Son of a bitch knew about Ayame. He's a fucked up old man, okay? And he had something he needed me for? Well then.
This old man is fucked up.
Let's go to Prussian then. The music really is a mood. Inzawa showed up wearing the exact same clothes as before. Even the habit of wiping his sweat with the handtail, nothing had changed at all. So you know Ayame, huh? Of course. She's Kamui's ex-partner, after all. So, for Kamui maniacs, I guess it's common knowledge, then. You're funny, Morishima. Huh? You even know that? What kind of connections do you have, anyway? Among us maniacs, you're pretty famous, you know. No fucking way. Not really. So how did it go? Did you see Kamui? How did he look? What did you think? I didn't see Kamui and nothing happened. Sorry, but it was just some woman on the ground. That's unfortunate. What kind of woman is Ayame? Don't think that Ayame is just some normal woman. What? Why? She's a special woman. You mean to Kamui? No. Ayame herself is special. I don't get it. So, how exactly is she special? Well, in a way, she may be above even Kamui. Her stage, that is, and the fact that she's a woman is important. A man can only spread his seed, but a woman is able to choose a seed and raise it, right? Hey, man. I'm not asking to hear your weird-ass theories. Then maybe you'll understand if I put it this way. Ayame's very existence is bigger than Kamui. At the very least, that's what I believe. Because she's a clever and cool and noble human being. She's not as savage as Kamui, not as sharp-edged, not transitory. But from the time that Ayame started having special feelings for Kamui, something started changing. These special feelings aren't love or whatever. Ayame wanted Kamui. She simply desired him. And because of that, Kamui's actions were, to Ayame, something to be hated. What Ayame desired was Kamui's child. What the hell? That's right. Ayame was trying to give birth to Kamui's child, but the self-preservation instincts of Kamui's seed wouldn't settle for Ayame alone as its god. Kamui needed many more women. It's likely because he wanted to create the next generation. That was the beginning of all this tragedy. Ayame tried to prevent that. The self-preservation instincts of Ayame's seed tried to leave behind only a single definite line, like a sort of royal family. Only the unit of Kamui and Ayame and those born from them would be chosen for the next generation. They didn't agree on that. Which was correct, I don't know. But personally, Ayame's subtle yet strong spirit appeals to me. The blood flowing through her body is the most virtuous blood in this world. Ayame is perfect. Is that just your imagination? It's the story of the truth inside me. The truth? What are you talking about? It's simple. Who is the real perpetrator? Morishima, you should know. Perpetrator? Hey! The fuck are you? Of course this is all nonsense. My little joke. The fuck is up with you anyway? I'm their neighbor. Neighbor? Listen, Morishima. Ayame has been arrested. Don't you have to go, Tokyo Morishima? Perpetrator. Fuck, is it really? At Babylon. From that time. I need to go back home and think about this. 10:03 p.m. Tokyo's room. Ayame was arrested. Just as Enzawa said, it was actually Ayame who killed 5 people in this Kamui case. When I went to the HC unit again, it was even more hectic than when Kamui was arrested. I could barely even get inside. Cameras, lights, strobes, mics, and reporters, I stood back and just watched from afar for a while. After that, I was able to get Kusabi on the phone and spoke with him for a bit. Simple confirmations, he sounded fed up, but he also sounded relaxed. That guy is somehow able to calm people down. I also called Nakatagawa. He sounded pissed off. Maybe he just always sounds like that over the phone. Turns out I never saw Ayame with my own eyes. Well, Kamui neither, I guess. I'm just a bystander, but thanks to the incident at Babylon, I feel like I've gotten caught up in another bit of trouble. To the point where there's no turning back. Ayame was pregnant. That's one fact. But what does that tell me? I can't understand the truth. Enzawa is wrong, whatever he is, or whether he or not it was really Ayame who killed all those people. And even if Ayame was really pregnant with Kamui's kid, nobody understands the truth about Ayame. Maybe Ayame was just a little lonely. Try me. The Kamui case was actually the Ayame case. Ayame's motive was jealousy. I'm holding off on Babylon for now. I don't feel like writing about it. I'm sure you understand how now isn't really the time for that. Facts are facts. The truth is the truth. What Ayame needed was just a little bit of security. In my opinion, at least. April 15th. Oh, 1:54 p.m. I'm not going to be able to speak to Red, am I? What the hell? Asleep? The real Kamui case killer was a woman. The killer was Kamui's ex-partner. Regarding the Kamui case in which 5 people were murdered, suspect Kamui Uehara was under questioning, but it was later discovered that the real killer was a woman named Ayame Shimahira, according to an emergency announcement from the department leading the investigation. According to the announcement, she has already confessed, and her motive for the murders is to be revealed shortly. Ex-partner in creating digital art, Ayame Shimahira is still listed as a digital creator working at an atelier called Gladiolus. However, her relationship with Kamui is thought to have ended several years ago. Can we talk? How about it? Can we talk a bit? You seem to know quite a lot about Kamui and Ayame. I see you in a new light now. At about 2 p.m. today, can you come to the Sculpa chat room? Let's talk there. I'll be waiting for your reply. Okay, I'll go into the Sculpa chat room at 2 p.m. Now I have several deadlines. The client and Erica both want to talk to me, but what am I supposed to report? I don't have anything worth reporting. Maybe I'll go on a trip once this Kamui case shit is over with. I should just skip work, that would be the smartest thing to do. I'll take Red with me too. Okay. Time to report to the client. It's a man's world. Here's my breakdown of the Ayame case. I'll make it brief. With Ayame's arrest, most of the details of the Kamui case have come to light. Ayame helped Kamui escape from the hospital and then killed the 2 security force members. For Ayame, copying Kamui's MO in order to camouflage the fact that it was her was enough. Killed the 2 security force members. I doubt that. From what I remember, because I was there, I doubt that it was her. I think that might have been Kamui. The HC unit, the security force, everyone was fooled. So Ayame hid Kamui at Gladiolus. I guess she wanted to be near him. That, or she wanted to make sure that the world totally thought that it was him, so that she could commit her murders. Her goal was to kill 3 women who had had physical relationships with Kamui. Why would she kill them? I can speculate on her motive. Ayame was a calm, calculating woman, but the emotions she kept her bottled up were really violent and severe. Because of this, she was really sensitive about her beloved Kamui's relationships with other women. So out of jealousy towards Kamui, she decided to kill the 3 women he'd slept with. Ayame thought of herself as Kamui's digital partner. Her feelings for Kamui and her desire to have a baby were the cause. Those feelings, along with her knowledge of Kamui's relationships with other women, pushed her over the edge. Ayame was pregnant with Kamui's child. That solidified her desire to murder those women. From here on, I'm going to offer up my own possible theories. I don't have proof for this. In order to carry out the murders, Ayame became a Kamui copycat. She basically became the same as Kamui. It was Ayame's feelings for Kamui that made this possible. Pretending to be Kamui and killing those women. What was Ayame feeling? Sadness, pleasure, repulsion, intoxication, hatred, joy? One thing that's certain is that Kamui himself was not responsible for any of the stuff that happened from start to finish. So basically this entire case was caused by Ayame's will and actions and has now finished. What first seems like a virgin later becomes an escaping rabbit. Touch the computer again. There's nothing here. I looked into it, and turtles apparently eat an amount similar to the size of their head. But it's pretty clear that you've been eating more than that. You're gonna get big. You're getting too fat. It's almost chat time. To the chat room. Erica is here. You enter the chat room. The chat room has now been locked. Hey. Turtle Guy, his username. You finally came. Yeah, sorry, I'm a slow walker. I don't have time for your retarded jokes. But did you know that turtles aren't actually that slow? My pet Red can run really fast. Can we get to the point? Yeah, whatever. I want to ask you about Ayame. What? Did you look up her past? Yeah. It's weird, right? Her past has been erased, or else maybe what's left is just made up. Maybe, yeah. What do you think? About what? Just like Kamui, Ayame has a lot of mysteries. Like what? Like the fact that Ayame was almost as capable as Kamui of killing. Why? She's capable, yeah. That kind of murder isn't something done easily. Maybe her jealousy made her able to do it. Dumbass. With jealousy, there's no difference between men and women. A woman's jealousy being worse than a man's is just bullshit made up by men. I wonder. To be honest, I'm not sure how much I believe the story about Ayame killing out of jealousy. I think she had some other deeper reason for doing it. That's what I'm interested in. So if you have any info, then I'd like to hear it. I don't really know much about Ayame. You were checking out Gladiolus from the beginning, right? Yeah, but it was a coincidence. Why did you decide to look into the Kamui case? Because I was hired to? By what publisher? Just some client. I'm not allowed to tell you their name. I want to hear more about the info you've got. Pretty frank, aren't we? Yeah? I think we could work better together. I'm surprised to hear you say that. Yeah, but I mean in a business capacity. So you want to do business with me then? To be honest, I do still sort of hate you. But... Huh. That's not right. Huh? Erica? You there? Hey. This is not fun. You should stop. What the fuck are the lines crossed? Why? What are you trying? To get involved, are you? Interested in Kamui? You saw, didn't you? You shouldn't forget. You saw Kamui. Amplified Kamui. And you were filled with fear. The Kamui amplified inside people's hearts is the true Kamui. Kamui was sleeping inside you too. And you were to be killed, killed, kill. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Kill. Bat. End of chapter. Hana is coming soon. All the way. Amplified Kamui. The fear of Kamui within people's hearts, taking manifest and making them go crazy. I think that's it. Dream completed the Yume investigation. Hana is the next one of Placebo. I don't get the next Placebo, I need to do Spectrum. But I won't. Stream over. This is probably going to happen like tomorrow. Actually, I don't know about tomorrow. Maybe the next day? You know, depends. Good night.